Ukraine vows to triumph over Russian darkness as it enters a new year of war weakened by a lack of Western aid and with Moscow emboldened by fresh gains. Over the last 2 years, the West has slapped sanctions on Russia's financial and military institutions. But are they working? Well, check this report to know more.
The second year of Ukraine's fight against Russia's full-scale invasion brought no respite for Ukrainian soldiers or civilians. Along the front line, there are long faces hunkered in the trenches. Ukrainian troops are growing weary.
We have a big problem with manpower. We simply lack men. People have lost their enthusiasm which they had at the beginning of the full-scale invasion. We need big reinforcements. Many people here are tired.
We don't have any ammunition. We didn't have any and we don't have any. In the future, if we don't have them, they will be preparing for war in the West.
Far from the front lines, Western leaders descended on Kiev to mark the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelensky vows that Ukraine will defeat Russia.
The word Ukraine will always go with the word independent. We are fighting for it for already 730 days of our lives, and we will win on the best day of our life. I thank all of you fighters. I thank our people.
The foreign leaders attended a ceremony in Hostomel, the scene of the first major battle in the conflict, where they expressed solidarity with the country as Ukrainian forces run low on ammunition and weaponry, and Western aid hangs in the balance.
We will continue to guarantee our support for Ukraine, and today we will also sign our security guarantees, as we believe that in Ukraine we are also fighting for our freedom and our national interest. It is in our national interest.
The West has slapped Russian individuals and entities with over 18,700 sanctions. Russian banks and imports have been severely hit. But have the sanctions worked? When the West slammed its door on Putin, he ventured east. Russia has been steadily building closer economic ties with China and other Asian countries. These new partnerships are helping to mitigate the impact of Western sanctions. As the war in Ukraine enters its third year, the conflict will be determined not just on the battlefield, but also in Western capitals and other places far from the front lines. Putin has been turned into a pariah and Russia pushed into far greater isolation by the West. But perhaps it's time to find ways and means to open channels of dialogue to end the long grinding war. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.